Hello, my name's Guy Garvey, I'm the lead singer of Elbow. A friend of mine made me a compilation tape a couple of years ago, and on it there was a song by Jesca Hoop. I fell in love with the music, and then we met and became very good friends. She toured with my band Elbow in America and Europe, and eventually ended up moving to my hometown of Manchester, which is Manchester's gain and Los Angeles' loss.
Money, money makes the world go round. Money, money make you change your sound. If the price is right, if the price is right.
Are you missing Los Angeles now you live in Manchester?
There's some things I miss about it naturally, yeah. I miss the restaurant culture. Not that there isn't one here in Manchester, I just haven't found it. But I do miss the Mexican food. You know what? I miss the Mexican food and my friends, yeah. Yeah.
Why Manchester?
Mancunians ask me that a lot. In fact, everyone asks me that. Why Manchester? I think it's all people-based. All signs pointed to Manchester. Guy, you yourself.
I'm a sign pointing to Manchester.
Yeah, you said, Jess, just move to Manchester, Jess. And I was like, it's not gonna happen, Guy. Just move to Manchester, Jess. And
Was I right?
yeah,
I was right.
it's all good.
Money makes the world go round. Money, money make you change your sound. If the price is right.
Kind of starting from scratch in another country must have been very intimidating.
It was huge. Yeah, and there was a lot of hurdles. To ask other musicians to play your material that was executed by other people is it's a big ask.
In terms of asking them to mimic other musicians as well.
Yeah, to try and deliver something that wasn't wasn't conceived by them is asking a lot, and so the learning process was really tall. And but the snowball is rolling at this point. And it's becoming very fun.
I think the reception for the album has been amazing, hasn't it, so far? The reviews have been fantastic and everything.
Yeah.
You must be very proud.
I'm really, really, really happy, and I know I have just have so much work to do, but I couldn't be happier with the first step here in the UK.
There is nothing better to be doing right now than like making a music video. I'm about to make up a dance, and I would really like for you to not film it because I'm gonna make it up.
The song "The Kingdom" was written during a time when I was seeing a lot of unfortunate behavior, well, zealot behavior, things that, intolerance basically. Different groups of people who won't accept other ways of living. And it's one of my favorite songs on the record, actually, and it's one of the ones that I can imagine won't get so much light. So we made a music video for it.
To get it a little bit more space.
It's a dance video, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, there's loads of movement in it, and fire and the elements, and there's a rainbow. We caught a rainbow.
Let's go back a little bit into your history and the kind of things that motivate your songwriting in the first place. You're from Northern California, is that right?
That's right.
You used to live in a tree house, and on your answer phone, your outgoing message says, "Have a beautiful day." Are you a hippie?
I was a raccoon. Yeah.
What does that mean?
I was a leather-wearing raccoon. I was a Mormon girl.
Yeah.
Right. And then I was a farmer. And then I was a little capoeirista. And then I was a raccoon.
What's a capoeirista?
Capoeirista is a Afro-Brazilian martial art dance fight.
Really?
I've had a schizophrenic life.
Under the spell of full November moon, light on the broom, frost in my room. In through a window came a ghost I knew. She paid me.
I have just spent these concentrated periods of time in my life trying on different skills and putting on different hats. And my raccoon life was one where I lived by a fire all the time and hunted for my food and lived with no money and no plumbing and just basically ate what I found. In
Were you part of a group of
forest.
people doing that, or were you
Yes.
doing it on your own?
I was
Or
with
a bit of both?
I was with all the different furry forest creatures. For a good portion of that time, I lived in what was a chicken coop that I converted into a living space that, when I saw it at first, I was like, there is no way I'm going to move into there. And then I was like, oh, I could just rip out the floor and take out that used mattress and that bottle of urine and move in.
For my king, I will not rest, but in the high desert, you are dying for your God and his ghost, and the sun do not hold to the earth on which you are lying, for the kingdom cannot be yours.
Do you think that's allowed you to make the braver decisions of your life, living on nothing?
I think that choosing that path has influenced a perspective on what my musical voice is, and it is something that doesn't sound necessarily so directly from a school of thought into what's more originally mine, and that's what that's the levee that I balance on now in the work that I approach day to day.
Your light from my